Yes, we're going to be talking about David and God is going to tell us today about being bold. You shouldn't be afraid. Last week we said, don't worry. Last week we said, don't worry. But today we're going to be saying, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Once there was a king.
And I'm not Jesus' friend.
You're Jesus' friend, but you're not afraid. Is it?
Yes.
You're not afraid. Yes, you're not afraid. Give me five, girl.
Give me five, girl.
Go on.
Go on.
Good.
Give me five.
Okay, now sit down. We'll give ourselves fives later. Once there was a king named Saul.
Saul.
He had enemies who wanted to fight his army.
Goliath.
Yeah, who was the name? What's the name of the king? King Saul. He had. Yes, King Saul had enemies. Yes, King Saul. He had enemies who wanted to fight his army. And David's older brothers were part of Saul's army. You know the police. You know the police. Sometimes they go to work. They go to war. Soldiers. Not work. War. Okay, let's go on then. You understand later. So Jesse sent his son David to Saul's camp. Yes, Jesse sent his son David to Saul's camp. And David brought food to his brothers. So David's job was to take food to his brothers. To take food to his brothers. Yes. Yeah, to eat. They eat food.
And the two fishes.
That's a different story. So David brought food to his brothers. That means David listened to his daddy and mommy, isn't it? Because David's daddy, Jesse, said, David, can you take your food to your brothers? And he said, okay, daddy, I will. And then he took the food to his brothers. Yeah. No, it wasn't mean. It was really obedient. Okay.
No, I mean the brothers.
Let's see if they were mean. The enemy sent a giant named Goliath. What did I say? Goliath to Saul's camp. Yeah, that's Goliath. Very big. He kills, yes. Very, very big and mighty. A giant, isn't he? Yes. Okay, sit down now. Yes. He was a very big man. And Goliath said, choose a man to fight me. If he wins, he will serve you. If he wins, we will serve you. And if I win, you will be our slaves. That's terrifying, isn't it? So what happened? Yeah, it does stomp because it's a giant. Now listen. Yes, now listen. Now listen to this very interesting part. Listen to this interesting part. You see, the boy David said, I'm not afraid, I will fight this giant and God will help me. Is it possible to fight a giant? This little girl like this, can a little girl like this fight somebody as big as daddy? Looks impossible, isn't it? But you know what he said? He said, God will help me. So you can do all things if God helps you, isn't it? Let's see if God actually helped him. Sit down. Let's see if God helped him. So David took his sling and 5 smooth stones. How many did I say? 5 smooth stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took 5 smooth stones. And then what happened with those stones? He fought Goliath. And David trusted God, and God led David win. So God makes us win when we listen to Him and when we tell Him to help us. When we tell God to help us, we don't need to be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything, anything, anything. Don't be afraid of anything. Do you like that? For Jesus lives in my heart. Don't be afraid of anything, Rachel. Anything, Brianna. Anything. Don't be afraid of anything, Rebecca. For Jesus lives in your heart. Don't be afraid of anything, Daddy, aunties, anything, mommies. Don't be afraid of anything, Rihanna. Because Jesus